Have you ever noticed that every year on New Year's, everyone gets excited about all these goals they're going to do? Most of the time they stop, but the majority of the time they don't get what they want. Or people get all fired up on motivational videos, or they go to new seminars and they do all these things, but then nothing changes in their life. And then there's a whole nother group of people that are just so resigned to not getting what they want. They've just accepted that that's just the way life is. It doesn't have to be that way. You can get everything that you want. All your prayers can be answered if you learn how to communicate effectively and correctly to the universe. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do it in this video to get the money you want, the love you want, the house you want, the car you want, the job you want. It will come into your life so fast you will not believe it. And I'm going to show you how to do it. Number one, stop believing in God. That may sound odd, but let me just ask you something. Do you believe in oxygen? You don't. You know it because you experience it. Do you believe in breathing though? Do you believe you can walk? You don't believe in walking and you don't believe in breathing. Why? Because you have a direct experience with them. So you don't believe, you know. What changed my life was when I stopped believing in God for the same reasons. I sought a direct experience and personal relationship with the universal intelligence that we sometimes call God, Spirit, Allah, the Creator, Divine Mind, Energy. Knowing of God and knowing God. They're two very different things. Believing in God is fine, but at that point, it's still a concept, and a concept is a mental construct, an idea, a thing. But God isn't a thing, it's everything. So there's 4 levels of consciousness. Level 1 is a consciousness with no concept or connection to God. Level 2 is belief in God. Level 3 is a desire to know God. And level 4 is experiencing and having a personal relationship with God. That's how you get everything you want. Because God is consciousness and an intelligent energy field. We need to know we are not physical beings separate from spirit. Believing we are physical bodies limits us to the first 2 levels of consciousness, either having no connection to God or just a belief in God. But belief isn't knowing or experiencing. To move from belief to knowing, you have to understand that God isn't out there. We aren't just physical beings. We are electrical fields of energy vibrating at very high frequencies. And science has shown us that energy is never created or destroyed. It's only transferred or transformed into new vibrational states. And all energy, the source of all matter, is omnipresent. It's evenly distributed across all things at all times. This energy manifests in infinite vibrational states that gives form to everything. From your body, my body, the chair you're sitting on, a house. This energy is source. Some people call it God. And before we move on to number 2 and number 3, and we break down how to speak to God directly to manifest your desires quicker, faster, and easier, let's just consider this. Max Planck. He is a German physicist who won the Nobel Prize in 1918 for his discovery on energy quanta, and he said this in his Nobel Prize acceptance speech. As a man who has devoted his whole life to the most clear-headed science, the study of matter, I can tell you as a result of my research about atoms this much. There is no matter as such. All matter originates and exists only by virtue of a force which brings the particles of an atom to vibration and holds the most minute solar system of the atom together. We must assume beyond this force the existence of a conscious and intelligent mind. This mind is the matrix of all matter. Even the greatest scientific minds acknowledge this. God, divine mind, is the source of all physical matter, including everything that you desire. Knowing this can get you everything that you want. And that's what we're going to break down now. So if you're with me here and you haven't yet, I have a free financial success hypnosis to reprogram your subconscious mind. The whole reason it's so hard to manifest your desires and build a personal relationship with God is the subconscious mind and all the crappy programming we've inherited, all these limiting beliefs about our confidence, about money, about love, about what we're worthy of. I have a free success hypnosis. Just listen to it for a couple minutes. It will rewire your subconscious mind so you can manifest what you want quicker, faster, and easier. It requires less effort to get what you want. The only reason it's so hard and takes so much effort is because we're consciously trying to manifest, but that's 5% of your life. Subconscious controls 95% of your thoughts, your beliefs, your actions, your behaviors, and your results, your bank account, your love life, your feelings. So we spend so much energy and time trying to get what we want because we're fighting against the subconscious, just like when you're swimming against a tide, but if you reprogram it, you'll get what you want quicker and faster. It's free. It's jakeshypnosis.com. It is pinned as the top comment in the comment section, and it's pinned and it's linked in the description of this video, or you can go to jakeshypnosis.com and get it for free. Now that brings us to number 2, which is to stop wondering if God can hear you. Just imagine you're at a grocery store and you're speaking to someone who is fully conscious. Would you ever question whether they can hear you? Like, unless you're losing touch with reality and you're insane, which is a topic for another video, you assume that they can hear you. And likewise, God is a conscious and intelligent being, what Max Planck called the matrix of all matter. God can hear you. Max Planck also said, quote, "I regard consciousness as fundamental. I regard matter as a derivative from consciousness. We cannot get behind consciousness. Everything that we talk about, everything that we regard as existing and real postulates consciousness." The most brilliant scientists studying subatomic particles concluded that matter itself derives from consciousness. God, the creator of all things, including energy, consciousness, it doesn't require words to hear you. God's language is energy, frequency, vibration. And that's why Nikola Tesla said, if you want to understand the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. When we speak, our vocal cords emit energy as sound vibrations, which others' ears decode those electrical signals. These signals are then sending electrical impulses through your brain, and then, in essence, your brain picks it up. So it is just a transmission of vibration. God doesn't need that because God communicates on pure frequency and energy. To speak to God effectively in your prayers, you just have to understand this. God already hears you. It's just that you have to communicate effectively and correctly through frequency. Then you're going to be surprised how quickly you get what you desire. It comes a lot faster than you think. And I'm going to show you exactly how quickly this can work when you do what I'm about to teach you. Now, number 3, it's to do what Jesus said. In the book of Matthew, Jesus taught, "To those who have, more will be given, and to those who do not have, even that which they have is taken away." To have is to experience. To have something is not to believe in it. To have it is to experience it. And then conversely, have not is a lack of experience. Jesus was saying, when you experience it, then you will have it. In our material world, we often say, "I'll believe it when I see it." But Jesus flipped that idea. Believe it first, then you see it. Like, in other words, when you experience something in consciousness, then you will have it because the outside world is a derivative of consciousness. And how do you experience something? Through feelings. Like, what's it like to read your child a book at night and then they fall asleep on your chest? Or to achieve a lifelong goal? You can only describe those moments as feelings: joy, love, fulfillment. Feelings are conscious awareness of your emotions. Emotions are energy in motion. They are frequencies moving through your body and your brain, sending electrical signals through your nervous system. So every emotion, whether it's positive or negative, it emits a distinct frequency. So when you feel gratitude or love or confidence, you're broadcasting a high frequency vibration, right? And when you feel fear, anger, lack, you're broadcasting lower frequencies, right? Imagine that you are a human radio, and each thought, emotion, and state of consciousness tunes you to a specific radio frequency, which determines the channel of reality that you experience. So if you pray for money or health or love, while you are focusing on the lack of these things, you are broadcasting the frequency of lack. And as Jesus said, to those that don't have, even that which they have is taken away. You want money, but you're saying, God, please give it to me. You are broadcasting a frequency of lack. God doesn't hear words. It picks up on the frequency you transmit. Prayers based on lack attract more lack. So instead, align with the emotions of already having what you desire. Experience the joy, the gratitude, the fulfillment of your prayers being answered right now. This shifts your frequency. This tunes your radio to your desired channel. So then the whole key comes back around to Tesla's secret. Think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. When you experience the emotions tied to your future desires, you change your frequency now. And this change precedes manifestation because physical reality mirrors your shift in consciousness. And that's what Max Planck said that we talked about. I regard all physical matter as a derivative from consciousness. So to change your reality and speak to God correctly, you have to change your consciousness. Manifestation follows this inner transformation. So stop believing in God, start experiencing God and communicating with God through your feelings. So the way that you do this, if you are somebody who likes to pray, or you think of it as meditation or visualization, manifestation, call it whatever you want. When you enter it, you do not go into it in the feeling of your current reality. For example, let's say I make $25,000 a year. I am sick and tired of being freaking broke. If I feel sick and tired of being broke, and it's frustrating, which it is, but if my 5 senses are getting their input from my current reality, that controls how I feel. That controls the frequency I'm broadcasting through my nervous system. I look at my bank account, I'm making $25,000, I'm in debt, I'm stressed and sad. And so then I go into my prayer or my visualization and I'm like, God, please give me the money. Please help me. I'm going to do this manifestation technique and this thing because then I'll get what I want. Well, I am still on the wrong radio channel. You see what I mean here? So the goal isn't to tell God what you want through words. You don't tell the universal law of attraction, the universe, or your subconscious through words. You tell it through feelings, through broadcasting a new frequency pattern. Frequency patterns are controlled by your emotions, which are energy and motion. Let me ask you, have you ever been scared of something that didn't happen? I remember one of the first times my parents left me home alone, I thought there was a robber in the house and I grabbed a baseball bat and I was super freaked out. I actually called the local police and it wasn't real. I imagined it, but I had a total visceral reaction in my nervous system. I was in fight or flight. My hands were sweaty. I was freaking out. I experienced the fear, even though it didn't happen. That was my imagination. Or like a little kid who thinks there's a monster under their bed. There isn't a monster under your bed, but you experience all the sensations as if it's real. Well, if you can do that for your fears, people do it with a fear of being bankrupt, a fear of being cheated on. They think their husband or their wife or their boyfriend or girlfriend is cheating on. They're not, but they're so afraid that they experience a reality that isn't happening, which puts them in that frequency and they attract more things to be afraid of. On the contrary, you can do the same thing for your desires. You can feel gratitude for abundance even if you're broke. You can feel excitement and love and know that your soulmate is out there even if you've been alone for the last 7 years and your last 19 million relationships haven't worked out. You can feel it before it happens. In fact, according to the most accomplished subatomic physicist in the world, Max Planck, consciousness precedes manifestation. All physical matter, your bank account, your house, your car, your life, your future, it is a derivative. It is a side effect of consciousness. So the goal is to build a vivid picture that is so clear, not that you see the picture. That's great if you see it, but that you feel it. You feel the excitement. I feel my YouTube channel going viral. I feel what it's like to be in my dream house and buy my wife her dream car. I feel what it feels like to have that health, that relationship, that love, that freedom, that excitement, the financial success, I retired early, whatever it is that you want. You feel it now. That creates the new radio broadcasting frequency to which God responds. And then God responds quickly and you get what you want fast. The easiest way to do it is to couple it with my free success hypnosis. It's jakeshypnosis.com, or it's pinned as the top comment and it's in the description of this video. It's jakeshypnosis.com right there down below. Grab that right now and listen to it for a couple minutes every day as you start to practice entering the emotion of your future desire before it's happened. That changes the cells in your body. It switches on new genes through epigenetics. It changes your brain. You build new neural connections. And most importantly, it puts you on a new radio channel and you start communicating the frequency of your desire. And then you have it before it happens. And when you have it before it happens, you embody it. And when you have it before it happens, you do what Jesus said, to those that have, more is given. Obtain it in consciousness, in your emotions, in your nervous system, and it will be yours, and it will come quicker and faster than you ever thought possible. If you enjoy this video, make sure you hit the like, subscribe, bell notification. Give me a comment down below that says, I create my reality, or everything is energy. You can amaze yourself at what you can accomplish, and God is waiting for you to communicate through your frequencies. If you enjoyed this video, click right here to watch another one.